We can't keep this up forever. It would be better to destroy them, but there's no proof that would stop them. What would you do, Nokia? I know what you'd do, Nokia. You'd act before thinking. Uh-oh, they're really starting to outnumber us now. What should we do? That's... What? No way, Hugo? You're kidding me, but Hugo's right here. Un momento. That can't be my brother? The Eaters are fleeing? Hugo! Hugo! So then that was Hugo just now. There are two Hugos, but both of them are Hugo? What the heck? A brother? Mystery A, what are you? Stop! Did she just log out? Wait, I bet someone in the real world forced her to log out. Oh! Heck, now they're both gone. Oh my, you're awake. Welcome home, Yuko. Miss Rie, you were controlling those monsters? Then that means every Eden Syndrome case has been because you... Oh no, I wasn't doing it all from the very beginning. But I was fascinated by the existence of the Eaters. I knew there was a way to control them if only I looked hard enough. The experiments were a big success. All that's left to do is to tear down the world's walls. And to do that, I'll need your mental data, your memories. Work with me just a little bit longer, dear Yuko. Oh my, it's you! Looks like your annoying little friend followed you back. That ability of yours is getting to be a tad bit bothersome. Would you mind getting out of my hair? Getting out of my hair that makes more sense. Whoa! There, now that nuisance is out of the way. Miss Rie! Down now, you mustn't move. You have to relax for your first time, remember? What's great about this terminal is that not only can I log into Eden with any avatar I want, it creates a personality and imports it as memories into the digital world. Did you not catch on, dear Yuko? You thought you were the real Yugo when you were logged in as Yugo, but no, I created that personality. Oh, that was of my own free will. Your own free will? There's hardly any of that left. If your free will was in charge, you'd never have taken part in that farce to fool all those hackers. To fool the hackers? I did that to those hackers? In other words, this terminal can spoof your memories via the digital world. It can write them in and, of course, extract them. Well then, shall we begin? I'm going to steal all your secrets. Uh-oh. It seems there have been some rapid developments. Regardless, I'm glad you're okay. Watch out for cars. Oh, whoa. Jeez. I should be able to calculate Yuko's position from your Digivice's log data. Start by returning to the agency. I'll contact Arata and Nokia. I understand your excitement. I suppose it's only natural. Yet now is when you must remain calm. You must understand the situation before you act. Yes, that is precisely why you are my assistant. Alright, just a second. Alright. That was really intense. Arata! There's a lot I don't understand. But there's one thing I know for sure. I know who the enemy is. What do we do about it? She played us all for fools, mocking our pride. I have to avenge our fallen comrades as a lone hacker. Arata. Okay then. You need to go home before you get in over your head. Oh, Garuru Greymon. Thank you for helping us. I am Omnimon of the Royal Knights. Oh yeah, Omnimon. Royal Knights? There's something important I have to tell you. Once I merged into Omnimon, I was able to remember why I came to this world. Something important? The reason you came to this world? Not really following you, but okay. Just leave it all to Nokia. It's not just the digital world that faces grave danger. The world you live in is threatened as well. You will be involved in a greater fight than the one you've been embroiled in thus far. Will you lend us your aid? Yeah, of course we will! Even if the whole entire world is against us, and even if something gross falls from our hot bod, I will keep fighting for you as long as my heart goes on. Thank you. There is, after all, something familiar about you. Okay, let's go! Our battle begins now! Idiot. Talking like that makes it sound more like the end than the beginning. Hugo. No. Yuko. I'm begging you, please be safe. Save, yes. You're late. Look at the TV. They're covering the Underzero incident. The reports are saying the mass outbreak of Eden syndrome was caused by hacking activity in Eden. It's a unilateral indictment against hackers, and of course, there's not a single word on the mastermind, Kishibe. At the very least, the scheme paints Kamashiro as the victim and hackers as the perpetrators. Kishibe laid the blame on the hackers and must still be using Yuko to further the Paradise Lost plan. Why did she abduct Yuko? I don't have any clues as to that. However, Kishibe's plan must be nearing its climax, and Yuko is the key to its final stage. Why was it necessary to sick the eaters on the hackers? Kishibe flooded Underzero with a massive digital wave to control the unpredictable eaters. That must have been just an experiment. Eaters in the digital wave, to see whether or not it was possible to control them both. She was able to wipe out the hackers she had been manipulating, so it was two birds with one stone. You were the bait. Rie Kishibe, finally mastered control over the flow of waves. This had eluded her until now. The Paradise Lost plan could start at any moment now. We need to find Yuko fast. We'll check your log information for that. At the same time, we must figure out what the true objective of this plan is. What does she achieve by being able to control waves? That's the crux of the Paradise Lost plan. We've got data on the latest Labyrinth events and new info on digital wave flows. If we compare them, we should be able to predict conclusively where waves will occur. That locus will, in all likelihood, be the focal point of our plan. It'll take some time to verify all this. Please wait a little longer. Oh, Geneva, you're safe. Phew. Omnimon wants to talk to you. Can you come to the Zaxxon Forum? We can keep a low profile there, so I'll see you there. It'll take time for Kyoko to finish her analysis. I might as well go. Chapter 11, Paradise Lost. Digiline. What Digimon wants to eat? Wants to get stronger out of esteem for Gunkumon. That should be Hackmon, I believe. What kind of person is your mom? Oh, is he now? Okay. That's what I want. So he needs to be attack 90. Skull Miramon or Digitamamon. Let's go Digitamamon. Megacedramon. Let's see here. Akuamon or this one. Defense 90 for Akuamon. What is this one? Cannon Beamon. Let's actually have you go back to Kuwagamon. Excuse me. Jeez. Salamon. Cam 25. Superstar. Alright, so Salamon, I need to get Cam up to 25. Toyagamon is max. Okay, so let's put him back to Koromon. Island 1. Salmon, switch feed. Ten. 21. 22. 23, 24, 25. All right. There we go. Gatomon! Zaxxon for him, right. Oh wait, not yet, because... Item... Memory up the X. There we go. There we go. Hey, you're back. See, Omnimon? Geneva's here. Geneva, I apologize for the inconvenience, but we needed to talk face to face. Yeah, it's surprising, I know. He totally grew up. I kind of miss Agumon and Gabumon, but look how freaking cool he is. So, yeah, Omnimon has remembered what he forgot. The reason why he came to this world. Okay then, Omnimon, go right ahead. Thank you, Nokia. Now then, heed my words. I came here to save the world we Digimon live in, the digital world, from destruction. The digital world is falling prey to the fury of the Eaters. There are Eaters in your world too? Yes, the digital world is an optimal feeding ground for the Eaters who consume data. Even as I speak, they are infesting our world, eating away at it. I am a member of the Royal Knights, one of the ultimate Digimon guardians of the digital world. We Royal Knights serve King Drazel. King Drazel is the very order that exists to control the digital world. When he detected the Eaters, he monitored them, and soon after deemed them to be errors that constituted a threat. Following his commands, the Royal Knights began to search for where they came from in the hopes of completely annihilating them. We then determined the origin of the threat. It was in an adjacent world, in a certain cyberspace that had just been born in your own world. Do you mean... Yes, Eden. This network completely digitizes human consciousness to express it in cyberspace. In the first system, Eden's avatars, human mental data itself, was what caused Eaters to appear. Even more so, though, in your real world, human desire and spite, passion and rage were completely unchecked in the digital world you call Eden. Eaters were born from that unique set of emotional data. It can't be. Of course, there were Royal Knights who objected to such a hasty decision, myself included. However, there were many who agreed that this conclusion was correct, that the blame for all of this lay with humanity. They now seek to destroy the human world. Destroy it? When you say the human world, what are we talking about? Nakano? Japan? You can't mean... I do. Everything on this planet. Even if we were to eliminate the Eaters from our world, so long as their source, humanity, still exists, they will only reappear. Only by wiping out the human race can the Eaters be completely annihilated. At least, that's the conclusion the others have reached. Digimon are planning on destroying all humans? They are aiming to invade. The Royal Knights lead a large force and are planning a surprise attack. Invade? But how? Digimon can't enter the real world. In the city you call Tokyo, Digimon are already appearing in your physical space, are they not? The labyrinth phenomenon. What we call a dimensional wall separates the world of the humans from our digital world. However, by creating a large enough hole in this wall to serve as a sort of door, the two worlds can be joined, their properties intermingling. As a result, Digimon can pass back and forth between our worlds. The increasing strength of the digital wave phenomenon is caused by ongoing attempts to open a massive portal into your world. That is the Paradise Lost plan. So Kishibe, who's implementing the plan, is either acting in concert with the Royal Knights, or it is highly probable she is under mind control. So there are other Royal Knights here besides you? The two worlds are not completely separated. There are several small dimensional cracks in the wall. I was able to pass through by adopting the smaller data forms of Agumon and Gabumon. Losing a portion of my memories was an unforeseen complication. I would not be surprised if there were other Digimon who came through the same way. I see. I will do all I can to prevent their invasion of the human world. It is neither right nor justifiable to destroy another world in an attempt to save your own. I cannot abide such a destructive solution. You're right, and I feel the same way. Humans and Digimon ought to become better friends, not the other way around. There is something I need your help with, though. This is a riddle that even a royal knight such as myself cannot solve. Please help me uncover the truth of this situation so that we may resolve it. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Verification took longer than I expected. But there's a reason for that. A number of interesting things have come to light. Return to the agency. We need to plan our counterattack ASAP. We're coming too. We have to tell her the news. Sorry for the delay. Okay, Kyoko, let's start the strategy meeting. There's still one important person who isn't here yet. An important person besides me. What you can't possibly mean? I came because I heard there was going to be a strategy meeting to talk about how to get rid of Kishibe. But I see our wild one is here too. You're one to talk, always making things worse. More complicated just because you think you're some kind of legend. You emotionally stunted jerkface. You've always been like this. You up and disappear by yourself and at zero. You're no good at fighting as part of a team. Leave us alone. Sorry, but this strategy depends on all of you. I need our wild one and our legendary yet stunted boy to work together on this. I don't care as long as we can beat Kishibe. Let's get started. So says Arata. Any objections from our wild one? Hang on just a second. I want to tell everybody something. So that's the whole story behind the Paradise Lost plan, I see. Destroy the human world? Seriously? I wasn't expecting it to be that serious. Now all my theories have been proven. Thank you, Wild One. Don't thank me, it's Omnimon who deserves all the thanks. And Kyoko, could you knock it off with the Wild One thing? I think it's time to start the meeting for real now. We have a fact. A. Rie Kishibe's objective is to open a hole in the dimensional wall. A sort of dimensional door, if you will. Fact B. Rie Kishibe has abducted Yuko Kamishiro. These two facts cannot be unrelated. She must have needed B in order to carry out A. And A has still yet to be achieved. Our strategy must therefore allow us to both successfully rescue Yuko, as well as to stop all aspects of the Paradise Lost plan. My brain hurts already. We can't worry about the rationale for B right now. The plan's too bold as is. An excellent conjecture, true. But I have some new evidence I'd like to present. It should clear away your doubts. As vague as ever, you never change. Having run simulations on the labyrinth locations, and the detectable digital wave flows, I've identified the existence of a large-scale, stable, and regularly occurring energy locus. It's a circular flow of energy that covers all of Tokyo. I've named this circular network the digital line. Surprisingly, this locus, which is comprised of digital waves, is under human control. In all probability, it's under the control of Kishibe at Kamashiro. The Eden spots placed throughout the city also seem to be related to this locus. I get it. That network in Shinjuku where Geneva jumped was part of it. This is the secret behind the Eden spots. So they're pathways, sort of like lymph nodes. That's right. This network of lymph node-like structures resembles ley lines, conduits of supernatural energy known from antiquity. A digital version of an energy line. Kishibe must have spent a long time putting this line together. The structure that cycles the waves seems to be a kind of energy reactor. The structure is truly well constructed. It stores, excites, amplifies, and releases energy. When the massive amount of energy stored in the line is released, I believe this door will open. Given how amplified I estimate this energy to be, I feel it's safe to say that the Paradise Lost plan could be brought into fruition at any time. Furthermore, there's a place right now where the energy flow is changing drastically. Tracing that flow back, we arrive at Roppongi. Beneath Roppongi is the Kamashiro Research Facility. It's called the Roppongi Underground Center. Very dry, no? The name makes you think it's a government-related facility. Yes, the underpass you investigated before. This is that certain facility that was back there. Upon analysis, the coordinates match where you left Yuko. That's got to be the nerve center where this is all based out of. If we attack there, we get Yuko. That's one victory. But how do we stop Kishibe's plan? If B is needed to achieve A, then when B occurs, if condition C is needed to achieve A, then B will... Stop! My brain totally can't take anymore! Just shut up, Arata, you geek. Geeky Arata. We'll call you Gita for short. What? It's okay, Gita. We've got to interfere with her control of the waves itself. As I explained, the digital line is an artificial construct for controlling digital wave flow. That control occurs via various terminals, including the Eden spots for its functions. In other words, if we could jam them, that's it. You're talking about an analog method. In other words, knock out the power, right? Exactly. But they must be aware of their own vulnerabilities, and likely have backup power supplies already prepared. Therefore, we're going to need to strike in multiple places at once, or our whole plan comes apart. So we get a lot of people and turn the power off. You'd plunge all of Tokyo into a blackout. Leave this to me, Kyoko. Hang on, all of Tokyo? But who? What do you mean? I'm a hacker, right? And hackers can only do one thing, right? Gather all my buds and then we all hack into power supply systems throughout the city. All at once. We'll play nice. It'll take some time, but we'll be able to keep the range of effect to a bare minimum. I see. I had been thinking of asking you to hack into the various spots here and there. Assuming, as we should, that Kishibe is full of lies, we should strike at the weak points first. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness, as the saying goes. Excellent, Sun Tzu. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Okay, then. I don't get it, but I get it. It's like I don't got it, but I got it. If Arata's doing that, then we're going for Yuko, right, Geneva? So good of you to grasp that so quickly. You should head to the Roppongi Underground Center right now from the underpass. Geneva knows the way, I believe. Then we start on our objective simultaneously. I'll leave Yuko to you guys. Okay, we're totally going to rescue Yuko and put a stop to the parachute cord plan. Ay, caramba. Was Hackman. I had a great sleep, but plus I got up a bit early. Today's going to be a good day. That's great. Bouquet of roses to celebrate my discharge. Wow, so what happened after that? Spoke to some kids your age today. Their idea of family made me miss home a bit. The beauty of the moon and stars here is incomparable to that of Japan. Look. Okay.